All right. Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. Tonight we're jumping back into Eden Crafters. We're hoping that our connection stays solid. We were testing for about an hour tonight over on Discord to see how it's working out, and it ran okay for the last hour. So we're gonna go live here, and we're gonna try doing a little bit more Eden Crafters. I do have Bit Viper in the voice channel with me. He's not playing the game with me, but he is in the voice channel with me, so y'all probably hear me chat with him a little bit. He's working on Satisfactory, but he's not streaming tonight. So we're just kind of working through things, and see what we can do here. And we're going to see if we can get the nuclear power going, and we're going to go ahead and get that atmospheric control tower going. I'm not sure if I only have to build one of them. That might be all I have to do, which would be cool. And then, of course, my question is if I build the nuclear, do I need to put down a radiation absorber? Because does the nuclear start causing radiation? That'll be an interesting thing to find out. So, hey, Frostbite, how you doing tonight? So, all right, let's eat food. Oh, and while I've been offline, I did go ahead and get a couple of small things being made, so I don't have to worry about them, including I started having organic getting thrown into the warehouse just so that I can just come straight over here and just make a couple food box, and I don't have to go finding organic to stick in my pocket. Also makes it so that when I want to build the tree greenhouses to start greening up an area and stuff, I don't have to go get a bunch of organic to be able to make that stuff. So this will make our life a little bit easier. So we don't have a way to find the sapphire nodes yet. But what I'm thinking is if we can put down a nuclear power plant, which we have everything except for the nuclear reactor and the plasma conductor. Plasma conductors need sapphires. So we're going to start the game by heading over to the cold region and see if we can get lucky and find a sapphire node. Because apparently they don't show up on the map. And we gotta go to the ultra cold area. And I don't think I've got anything put in place over here. Now the one thing I did do, we made sure that we had all the parts being made automatically, or have it automated. Hey, Dreadnought, what's going on, buddy? The day's it's been okay. I did find out that that the insurance claim on the house got declined. But we have FEMA coming out here. I mean, I can pick up sapphires. And do I have everything I need to make the gem cutter? I do. I've got all that being automated now. So I can throw this down. And we can throw in a little box here. Just one of these regular boxes. And we'll set that to make plasma conductors. So even if we have to just pick up pieces of sapphire, then that's what we'll do. But since there's sapphire over here, I would hope to be able to find a sapphire node. And there's diamond nodes, there's ruby nodes. So surely there's a sapphire node out here somewhere. That would be my hope. And like I said, you'll probably hear Bit Viper talking to me from time to time this evening, because we're hanging out in Discord together.
Below the dragon stream. I'm kind of here.
Yep. He's currently focused on his on some of the small things he's working on at Satisfactory. I sure would like to be able to automate the Sapphire. So if any of y'all played this, I know Dreadnought, and that may be after I talk with FEMA tomorrow. That may be a last resort for me to get a GoFundMe started. I've never done that before, so that'll be a learning process.
That's not horribly hard, or at least it wasn't when I did it a number of years back. They probably changed things by now.
I'm sure they take their cut out of it.
Yeah.
It'd be strange to have a company set up for that kind of stuff that didn't take their cut out of it. Oh, okay, I gotta go back. I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna die. Got no oxygen. I appreciate that, Dreadnought. Yeah, I know. Oxygen critical. Come on, can we make it to the building? Where's the door? Woo! Boy, we made that there with the last second, didn't we?
It sucked to die just outside the door.
Oh, I've had that happen a couple of times already. All right, so over here, this is where there was some radiation, and so I set things up to do the some of the stuff needed for the nuclear, like the exactly, can't breathe. This is where I got the refined uranium and all that kind of stuff going on. My big question that I'm going to be testing tonight is putting down a nuclear generator. And I want to put it somewhere that I don't have the radiation absorber. And I want to see if it actually starts adding radiation to the area. So if it does, then you got to really think about this, because it's like, okay, I need to build 2 nuclear power plants because I need one to power this atmospheric control tower that costs 5,000 megawatts. But then I'm going to need another one, so I've got enough power to power the 1,000 megawatt radiation absorber. Hey, you know, it's been that kind of a day. Matter of fact, I kind of sort of took tomorrow off. I'm listed as out of office. Let's just say that. All right, we are going to try. Let's stay low to the ground. What do we see over here? That is large diamond deposit. That's great. So I can get diamonds. I got amethyst. Sulfur. Quartz. Cobalt. Iron. More amethyst. There's got to be a big sapphire around here somewhere. I know in my previous stream someone was asking me if I had found a sapphire deposit, and I hadn't gone looking for one yet. Alright, let's do this. Let's stick you way up there. Slap a second one down. There, that way we don't have to worry about oxygen and that kind of stuff. But my aunt did do the due diligence, and so, she let me know FEMA's supposed to be out here tomorrow, and she directed them to talk to me. Whoa. Cobalt, wow. Look at all this stuff that it's showing. But sapphire doesn't show up. There's even uranium over here. Okay, we got tons of stuff. The diamond deposit's even showing up for me. Which, if I remember correctly, the only thing the diamond's used for that I could find is for the diamond drill bit. And if that's all it's used for, then we could throw down a gem cutter and a V2 miner and a warehouse. That might not be a bad idea. Where'd that big diamond go? The only thing that gets used, that's amethyst, sapphire, Oh, we need it for crystal lenses too. Okay. Well then, it's gonna suck, but it'll be very slow. What we're going to do is run this to there, run this. Oh, nope, nope, nope. It's not like I'm going to be building a lot of these anyways. And then let's throw a warehouse over here where it's away from everything. Yeah. I mean, I'm starting to really have concerns about some of the stuff that's growing underneath the house. I mean, and I think it's a legitimate concern, but of course I do. I'm biased. Sorry, try to focus on my belt path here. Come on. Hey, like, one of my kids has developed a really nasty, croupy cough, but then I found out that her whole class has developed a bit of a cough, so I'm able to chalk that up to not so much as stuff in the house as it is kids having germs. All right, fine. Oof. Yeah, man. Well, I'll say Dreadnought. I'm sitting in. I'm not even sitting in my live streaming channel. Tonight I am more than happy to have other people join me on voice tonight. Because my connection is questionable to begin with. So yeah, I mean, if you want to join me on voice, you're more than welcome to. Alright, we got the diamonds making stuff. Now, do I have what I need for this? No. I got a bit of what I need. I wonder if I can... Ooh, I might be able to make the rest from scratch. Let's right-click that. And then let's put this here. Oh, reinforced frames. Yep, I can make 10 of those. Alright, let's make 10 of those. Oh, yeah, well, with me, I've got the smoker's cough. I have an excuse, but it's not a good excuse, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I hear you. Yep. Yeah, well, and I want to see what it is that, oh, I've got everything else being made. Cool. So I'm able to just manually make these fairly quickly without having to make all the other bits. Well, that makes it a heck of a lot easier. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to come over here and we're going to remove this and this and that. And we're going to put down this. That'll mine stuff so much faster. So now I'm getting 36 per minute. Yeah, so when you're mining the diamonds, the fastest that you can mine them at, Bit Viper, is at 36 diamonds per minute. That's the maximum.
Well, I'd go for that in real life.
Well, if you see the size of the diamonds coming down this conveyor, I mean, those are huge.
Nice.
Correct.
Could get a couple of.
Sorry?
Could get a nice couple of engagement rings out of that.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, exactly how many engagement rings do you really need?
True.
Hey, if you're already planning on extra rings, that's not a good start.
Well, if you watch random videos on YouTube very long, you see plenty of examples of people losing them.
Okay, so I need just cobalt ore going. Hey, not even refined, just raw cobalt ore. Got all the basics for that. Oh, that's because I've automatically got the radiation isolate being made. Okay. Oh, yeah, or one Elizabeth Taylor ring. Alright, so I believe we got fast rotors being made now. Double check. Yes, we got fast rotors being made now. Get everything we need for that being made. Alright, and I put a climate control unit over here, so I'm curious. Anyways. Oh, wait. That means we got everything we need for this. Stick that way out in the water. Like somewhere out there. Let that do its thing. Do that. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we're going to try it. Put that there. Put this here. I mean, it's not complaining about the temperature, so John Connors, thank you for your subscription. And John, I'm sure you heard this joke one too many times, but do I need to worry about Terminators? All right. Well, that's gonna be very, very slow. But I'll be interested to see what happens over here. So I got the climate control tower going. Let's add an extra compartment. Throw down our planet analyzer. Where is that? Planet analyzer. Hey, Autumn. You have crutches. Is that to deal with the Terminators? Oh, nice, Dreadnought. Okay. Oh, I love seeing people show up in chat that actually know each other. Let's see. I don't think I need that anymore. We do need to look at making this DNA replicator. Because I'm very curious about it. We might be able to make that now. What was the other thing I was trying to make? No, I don't need those. Don't need any of that. Let's throw down one of these too. That way we can grab a couple food boxes. Alright. So we picked up sapphire ore, but we still haven't found a sapphire node. And I'm sad that our next terraformation objective still doesn't find sapphire nodes. Look at that. I got a little green dot sitting there. Wait. Are we actually turning this snowy area green? It's trying. Still not getting enough water, but that's okay. Because there's only 22% pure water over there. This will clean itself up fairly quickly. I'll be interested to see if this actually stops the snowstorms and stuff. Very curious. No, it is correct. It is not by the same people that make Planet Crafter. Um, and to be perfectly honest, it's very different from Planet Crafter. Um, it's still, doing the whole planet terraformation thing, but in Planet Crafter, you put down a machine and it just affects the entire planet. Oh, I bet, Autumn. Oh my goodness. Um, well, the graphics are similar because it's all kind of sci-fi type stuff, But when I look at the landscape and everything, it is definitely not similar. The trees are more natural. It does birch and pine and that kind of stuff. Um, the and the terraformation process is localized to the area you're working in. It doesn't do the entire planet. Easiest way for me to show that off. I'm grabbing a smoke real quick, but I'm gonna pull up the map here on the Planet Analyzer, and I can talk about it while I'm smoking. But you can see in the upper right hand corner of the Planet Analyzer that you got a lot of areas that are red. You got little temperature gauge things, so it's telling you that it's got extreme temperatures. So you have to do stuff to be able to adjust the temperature in the area, so then you can start adding greenery to the area. And you can see on the map where I've been working at. It's because you can see where there's the green blotches on the map. Those green blotches is where I've built bases that I've actually put in the extra pieces to actually add greenery. And then, of course, down to the south on the bottom left and the very bottom of the map, you see the blue, and that's extra cold, which is where I'm at right now. Which also needs to have its temperatures and stuff all regulated. And that regulation then lets you build stuff and do things. Oh boy, Autumn. Some of that stuff you can probably do yourself. Swapping out fuses and stuff is not that hard. Unless your house is like mine, where you've got 3 fuse boxes. You've got one that's outside the house. Oh no, I have 4. You got one that's outside the house, which is my main fuse box. Then I got one inside the house in the hallway, which is the main fuse box for the house. And then you got one that's over in the washroom, which is the fuse box for that area. And then there's one underneath the house. That's for the air conditioning unit. That specific box is one that I'm actually concerned about because, well, all the water that went through there. But it hasn't misbehaved. It's been... I mean, I don't have air conditioning. The air conditioner's shot. So that thing's going to have to get torn out. And it's not a big crawl space, so... That's why I'm looking at what we have to do to be able to get this stuff taken care of underneath the house. That, and I have questions about the foundation. I'm starting to think that we might have to move out of the house for a little while, so they can actually lift the house, reinforce the joists, add an additional pillar in the middle of the house to provide that extra stability, and then get the foundation set back properly, and then lower the house back down on top of the foundation cinder blocks that are sitting underneath it. That is not an inexpensive fix. Now, this is what people have told me. I never would imagine the whole idea of lifting the house off the foundation to be able to fix it. I didn't even know that was a thing. But I need to get all the insulation ripped out from underneath the house, so get all that moisture out from underneath the house. That way it stops doing damages to the wood underneath the house. And then the dehumidifier, and then get the place encapsulated so that it stays dry and whatnot underneath there. Pie, what's going on, buddy? All right, so that gave y'all a chance to see a little bit of the map. You can see where I've been working and what I've been doing. Now we've been. Oh, look at that! There's trees out here. It did not stop the snow. An acacia tree growing here? What? Is that a birch? I think it is. A birch tree is growing here. I get the pine trees. Oh, but a lot of the snow's kind of disappearing on us. Oh, that'd be good. Autumn, have you looked into potentially I realize this is an expensive thing to look at, but have you looked into a whole house generator? You might want to look at a Generac whole house generator. That way you've got yourself a solid backup for your house and for your O2. And that's just a thought. Alright, yeah. All that water got purified. Alright, so we built a little craziness over here. We at least got some diamond things being made. Now, back to the spaceship. Because, I mean, there's, we are still looking for sapphire nodes. So I'm trying to stay close to the ground. Any of this looking familiar? What is that? This is cobalt? No, osmium. No, iron. That's cobalt. Quartz, osmium. So now we check the not quite as cold area. What is that? Amethyst. But it's looking freaky. Okay. I'm not seeing any sapphire on the ground. Alright, Gary. Appreciate you, bud. Nope, nothing around here. The sapphire nodes don't show up on the map. And I still haven't seen one. Those sapphires might be a finite resource. Large quartz. Gonna suck if sapphire is a finite resource. Especially diamond is easy to come by with a permanent node. But I can't find any sapphire. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, Dreadnought. Yeah, when using a generator, you want to make sure you turn off the main breaker that goes out to the power lines. So that it's only feeding your house and it's not feeding the power lines. Oops. What is this? Amethyst. There's a lot of amethyst over here. There's gotta be cobalt. I see I'm finding these little fields of sapphire. But no sapphire nodes that I can stick a drill on. That's why y'all don't see me building factories or anything out here. Because I'm specifically looking for a large sapphire node. Certainly, I'm not going to buy one. And it's possible that they don't exist. That would really suck. So, sapphire, I need specifically to make a building component. And so the sapphire is used to make these plasma conductors. I'm going to let that run and make plasma conductors. Oh, yeah, Pi. Oh, okay. We'll go sit in the house for a minute while that makes those pieces. Yeah, I've got an older house as well. Not quite that old. But unfortunately, in my house, you can tell just with the breaker boxes and everything that a lot of the work that's been done in this house has been done by amateurs. Because you can see where there's been things that were done that it wasn't all right, we got to make sure this is up to code or anything like that. It was like, well, how do we make this work? Oh, I have an idea. Let's do this. That's how some of the stuff that we've come across looks in the house. And the true insanity in this house was my wife absolutely bonkers. Every single light fixture in the house uses a different kind of bulb. And I don't mean different shape. I mean different connection. I hear you, Korak. Well, the meter box, that goes to the utility company. But she may be talking about the fuse box outside of the meter. Um, Depending on how her house is designed. And in this area, because she doesn't live too far from me, it's not unusual to have a fuse box on the outside of the house next to the meter. Especially if the house was built in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that was a common practice. The house that I'm in was built in the 40s and 50s, I think. Still got the copper tubing for the hot water. If I had the skills and the know-how, I'd cut out all the copper tubing and replace it with the new style PVC to handle the hot water and sell all the copper. But I do not have that know-how. And I'm not about to attempt that because that's water. And if my wife suddenly doesn't have hot water for her shower, I will be in the doghouse for the rest of my life. Alright, we're going to take these plasma conductors. So that's what we needed for this. Alright, now we're going to go back home. Or go back to our main area. Wait, was that a... Nope. And yes, I gave up on trying to find the sapphire node. I love it now you can see these giant towers sticking up off the mountain tops. It gives me landmarks to aim for. Makes it easier to fly the plane. Oh wow, Korak. I mean, that's the best kind of barn because now you don't have to worry about the nails and everything. If it's all done with wooden pegs and was actually set up that way, dude, that's some of the most solid building you can have. All right. We are going to now find out if. So I think I've got everything I need to be able to make some nuclear reactors. So right click that. We've got everything else. So we need 4 nuclear reactors. Gotta take a hot minute to make those. I'm making nuclear reactors by hand. Nothing could go wrong with that.
It'd be worse than Chernobyl.
Right? Oh, dude, that's awesome, Korak. Oh, straight line winds. Yeah, straight line winds. Boy, those things are no joke. Yeah, just ignore the glowing skin. You are positively glowing. So, I'm not pregnant. I'm going to run through this 12-pack faster than I intended to. Jeez. It does. It absolutely does. All right. Now we're going to head up here where I don't have anything being built right now. But still in range. Oh, do I have food? I don't. Yeah. Stop. All right, nuclear reactor. I'll plop that down there. Oh, it needs water. I didn't know that. How much water does it want? Yeah, extra limbs, that kind of stuff. I need to build these battery packs just so I can get the better battery pack. That way I stop running out of power. But what does that need? Battery cells. That needs cobalt ore. You said that earlier, John. Nuclear energy cell. High capacity energy cell for spaceships and other vehicles. Oh. Let's build 3 of these. I have an idea. Aha's me an idea. He said he sprained his ankle, Dreadnought. I don't know if this is going to work, but I has an idea. Okay, pull these out. So it had 300 megawatts. Now it has, oh my goodness. Well, I don't need to worry about the spaceship running out of power anytime soon. We've got 200 minutes worth of power now. Yeah, do like my dad used to say, yeah, just rub some dirt on it. I need to replace this. I need cobalt ore for that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's an easy way to do this. Duh. Alright, there's the cobalt. As soon as I can go here to the refiner. Give me a stack of that. There we go. Remove the standard battery. Gives us plus 70. This gives us plus 200. There we go. There. Now that. Oh yeah, that works so much better. Takes a little longer for it to recharge. That's fine. Now, does this thing actually tell me 300 liters a second? Okay. Oh yeah, yep. At recess today. Oh. So, John, you're in elementary school. No wonder you didn't get my joke. Let's put that there. That just means your parents had a sense of humor. A good sense of humor. Alright, pipeline. So I'm not familiar with I'm not familiar with any middle schools or anything like that having recess, so that's why I'm making the assumption. Oh, and it needs refined uranium too. Ew. Well, crap. That means this thing's very limited as where it can go. Closest uranium is way over there. Alright, so that requires refining. Okay, so unlike the rest of our power plants, this one requires fuel. Well, yeah, I mean, you get those afterwards, and then you can feel like you're the coolest martial artist ever. All right, Korak. I got you, John. Grant, John, I mean, if you're only 10, then this is probably not one of the better YouTube channels for you to visit, because we do wind up having adult conversations and stuff on here. Just FYI. And I got my own kids. They're all right around your age, but well, I will say this: for 10 years old, your English is quite good. Your grammar is quite good. Surprisingly good for a 10-year-old. My mother was an English teacher. And, of course, like I said, I got my own kids. Hey, in that case, what are you doing awake? Go to bed. It's bedtime. Well, unless you're out on the West Coast, and then it's only 6:30 p.m., so I guess maybe it's not bedtime. So, John, what are you planning on doing for Halloween? When my daughter was 10, she's had this Tim Burton thing going on. And but the stuff that my daughter was into when she was 10, she decided she wanted to be the corpse bride for Halloween from the Tim Burton movie. And I'm sorry, chat, I've stepped away for a smoke real quick. So, chat, on the other side of news, I've got myself a person that likes to do pixel art, and they're going to be helping me with the new emojis for the channel. And those new emojis will be available to people who get a membership. Pricing on a membership, I'm going to keep it pretty cheap. It's going to be like $2. And I don't have any ideas on doing additional tiers, so I'm just going to do one tier right now. If I come up with additional ideas on, what else I can do with memberships, then I'll do that. But then what I'll do is at least, at the bare minimum, at least once a month, I will do a members only stream. Welcome back, Autumn. Oh yeah, Dreadnought, it very much is. So, but yeah, I mean, we are, last time I looked, we are 13 away. Actually, John subscribed tonight, so I guess we're 12 away now. John, I found crutches were awesome for dealing with bullies. But that's not something I should promote. That's very bad of me to promote anything like that. Wait a minute. How does that work? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the math works. Oh, that's okay. I see it. But yeah, I mean, if it helps you get around, bud. We got a young man at my daughter's elementary school that he's permanently on crutches. And he's a cool kid. Not really, John. And the only reason I say that is if your friends misuse your crutches, they could damage them, and then you're out crutches. So I wouldn't recommend it. All right, back to this nuclear power thing. So I've got refined uranium being made over here. And we got good clean water. So I think I'm going to drop a nuclear reactor over here. Not that it's going to help me over there, but I really want to get this. Alright, yep. We're going to do that. You too young to have a girlfriend. You know what would happen if my daughter came home and told me she had a boyfriend? It would have been a bad day for you, young man. Alright, let's drop a nuclear reactor here. Oh, but I don't have the nuclear reactors anymore. Crap. Do I have instantly mentions of this living compartment? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I never did the Alright, I'm gonna go sit inside this house for a second and tell y'all a story. That way I don't die of oxygen deprivation. So growing up in the South, I had a number of times where, hey, Bamwana. But I had a number of times where girls that I dated, when I went out to go pick them up, take them out on a date, of course, I got to meet the dad. And the dad was sitting there, had the shotgun disassembled, and he was cleaning and everything. Been around guns most of my life. In my head, I'm going, well, it's going to take him a bare minimum of a minute and a half to put the gun back together before he can even have the thing loaded. A minute and a half, I can be in the car, out of the driveway, and way down the road before he's ever got that thing put back together. And thankfully, my children are asleep and they can't hear me, especially my oldest. But I have a plan. See, I'm a sword fighter. And so my plan is, instead of doing the whole cleaning the shotgun or anything like that, I'm going to be sitting there on the couch sharpening the sword. Swords don't have to be reloaded. And you don't have to put them back together. And you don't have to put them back together either. And they also don't have to be registered. You're right. So that's going to be my dad move of the threatening dad move of going, you hurt my daughter, you're going to get cut. Well, and for me, it was an intimidation thing. The intimidation of somebody sitting there cleaning a gun, it just never intimidated me. Like I said, grew up around them, got a lot of military in my family, so it didn't bother me at all. However, the intimidation of somebody sitting there sharpening a sword, and we're not talking a katana. Katana's just too common. I mean, I know they're supposed to be a special sword, but they're really not. They're made with the crappiest iron. No, I'm going to be sitting there sharpening a long sword. and is looking at the kid going, so, what time you got to have my daughter home tonight? And more than likely, that kid's going to go, whatever time you say, sir.
Oh, crap.
And the smart thing for that boy would be that if I say 9 o'clock,